YouTube! How you guys doing today? It's Mike, Pratt Family Homestead. Hey, I bought one of these attachments for Jenny's KitchenAid, and I love it. I've got to use it twice now. I've done lard with it once, and then if you follow us on Facebook and Instagram stuff, you know we hit a deer last week or so. So I ground up all that using this, and I like it. This is the first, we'll call it motorized grinder I've ever used. The only other one we have is a hand one, and we've only used that a couple times. So I don't have anything to really compare this to, but I was happy with the results. So I'm gonna grind down 25 pounds of lard tonight, and then, of fat tonight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna render it down into lard. But I just wanna show you guys real quick how it works, and I was pretty happy with it. KitchenAid has no idea who I am, so this is not an endorsement, this is not a commercial, this is not a blah blah blah, this is me happy using something. Come on! Super simple. Got our little plunger, got the unit, call that the cap, the auger, this drops right in, there, push it out a little. The knife, 2 different plates, and the book. There's even a couple recipes in the book. Throw the knife on, it locks into place. I'm gonna go with the bigger plate, that's the bigger one. There's a smaller one, I'm gonna go with the bigger one. Throw it on, put this on nice and tight. Let's move over to here real quick. The actual KitchenAid. Take the front off. That just goes in there. Might have to move it back and forth a little to get it in there. Log it down. I'll show you guys something. I'm gonna turn this on. This is the auger down in there. Now if you can get your chunks cut to fit into that auger good, you don't have to push down too much at all. We use some bigger cuts and some smaller cuts, and I don't know if I really noticed a huge difference. But all right, keeping in mind this is not a lard video. This is using that KitchenAid. This right here, I can tell you I've let it thaw too much. It's gonna have to go back in the freezer. What happens is, I did not have this problem grinding venison, but this fat, if it's too thawed out, it'll clog up. It'll clog up in here and just create a big pile of mush. So I am only gonna grind parts that are frozen, or pretty much still frozen, and some of this I'm gonna have to throw back in the freezer for a little bit. My little plunger. I put this on about speed 3, or whatever the third notch is labeled, whatever. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna cut up some more. Let me get a whole bunch more cut up and we'll come back and just run it for a while. All right, so we're grinding more. I am not hardly putting any pressure on this. It's almost just the weight of my hand. I mean, I am pushing a little, but I'm not forcing it. I almost feel like if I could put a weight on here, it'd be all that would be needed, some kind of small weight. I've got a bowl of pretty thawed out fat in the freezer right now, getting a little bit, just trying to firm it up a little. I got some pretty soft stuff in here also, but I think if I'm running the soft stuff with the pretty frozen stuff, that it'll be just fine. Guess we'll find out, huh? These chunks more towards the middle of this fat, you can see I'm getting down to it quite a bit, are pretty frozen. I mean, they're not rock hard, but they got no squish to them. I just want to show you this thing handles that just fine. Let's see, let's load it up a little bit here and show you all that good stuff too. Again, I'm going to put this on about 3. Now lard or fat's pretty easy to work with, so it's coming out no problem. All right, kind of cool. I was just playing around. Why cut it into cubes when, especially fat, it'll just grind a stick like this. So save a step. I'm all about saving steps. Oh, it almost went by itself. And again, I mean, I got like I'm pushing, but not a ton of pressure. And see, it's at that's as far as down as it wants me to go. I can turn it and go a little bit more, but I think it's right there. And again, that's a thicker stick there. We only got a couple more chunks to grind. This pot is full, and I might have said 25 pounds earlier, but this is 20 pounds of fat. And that's going to do it. Okay. Now, here's how I've cleaned this out before, right or wrong. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. You might get a little leakage out like that. I mean, it is what it is. Let's see. Let's take this off. I just don't have the fingernails to get in there. There we go. And then get the blade out. There you go. Now here's what I did before. Let's see if it works. See if it'll just clean out. Doesn't look like it wants to. Hopefully that means most of it's got pushed out. And it did. That looks pretty clean in there. Alright. So we're gonna just unscrew it. Take it off. Let's go break it down in the sink. Just gonna push this out. Carefully, don't want to shoot it. There we go. I don't know if you can see down in there. But we're just gonna hot soapy water and it'll be clean. Alright guys, that is the KitchenAid food grinder. Stand mixer attachment. I tell you what, I like it. Like I said, it's the first powered grinder I've ever used, and so I'm happy about it. Just clarify one thing. I did read the instructions real quick, and the 2 metal pieces, the knife or blade, whatever it calls it, and the plates, they say they should be hand washed only. Everything else is dishwasher safe. It doesn't say don't put it in the dishwasher, but it says it should be hand washed. So another cool thing, I did not know this till I was reading the directions. I've never had a problem getting this ring off of the front of the mixer there. But this handle is designed to help you get it off. The instructions do say do not use it to tighten it. Anyways, pretty cool stuff. I like the mixer. 20 pounds of fat ground down in, let's say 45 minutes. And that was also some filming and all that other stuff. So there it is. I'm gonna put this in the fridge. We're gonna render this lard tomorrow. Hey, thanks guys for stopping by. We'll talk to you later.